Hey everybody, welcome back to the leadership show that has no name. My name is Dr. David Arrington and I am so excited that you're here. Today we're answering some of the questions that you sent in. When I sent out the newsletter last time, I put a bounty on great questions. I said if we choose your question, we're going to give you a $25 gift card, and we got a ton of great questions and it was really hard to sift through all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer more than one, and we're going to give out more than one $25 gift card because it's only fair. So today we're starting with a question that Melanie R sent in, and if you want to get your question answered right here on the show, tweet at me at DMacArrington and hashtag Ask Dr. Dave, Ask Dr. Dave, and we'll choose your question. If we choose your question, we'll answer it right here on the show. Melanie's question was awesome. She asked simply, how do you take a group and how do you lead a group to becoming a successful, effective team? Firstly, Melanie, kudos to you for understanding that every group is not a team. Most people make this mistake, and it happens at work every day. We toss a few people in a room, and guess what? We think that's now a team. Doesn't work that way. I teach, and I need to give this disclaimer, I teach an 8-hour class on leading effective teams. I teach a 1-hour course on leading effective teams. And what I'm going to try to do is do justice to this in about 5 minutes. So, Melanie, in order to lead a successful, effective team, what you really have to do is you've got to become the kind of credible leader that your team can trust. You've got to be the kind of person that they want to run through brick walls for or walk over hot coals for. You've got to become the kind of leader that engenders the kind of trust that's going to be necessary to be an effective team. If your team can't trust you, if teams don't trust leaders, they don't perform. Just that simple. When they do trust their leaders, they have a greater chance of performing. So let's look at 3 ways that you can become a more credible leader. The first way is to walk the talk. Your word is your bond. If you say it, you got to back it up. If you say it to one group, say it to another group. Don't be the kind of leader that says one thing over here and another thing over here, and people are always saying, well, he told me this or she told me that, and you're always flip-flopping. Don't do that. It's going to undermine you within your team. People have to believe when you say it, you mean it. If you say it, you'll do it. What this doesn't mean is, it doesn't mean you'll never make mistakes. It doesn't mean you'll never have to walk back some of the things you said because you overstated it or things changed because strategic priorities changed. No, what it says is, in general, you're the kind of person that can be trusted to say what they mean and mean what they say. The second thing that I would tell you to help you create that level of credibility is treat everyone the same. In every group, we have people that we naturally gravitate toward, and there are people that we do not gravitate toward. It's easy to kind of hang with the people that you like and kind of ignore the people you don't like, but as a leader, you no longer have that luxury. You've got to treat everybody exactly the same. You've got to be the person who can walk into the room and treat the person that you don't get along with exactly the same as the person you do get along with. As a leader, you don't have the luxury of holding grudges. You don't have the luxury of staying mad at people. You have to get the job done, and you have to get the job done through your team. So that's the second thing I would tell you. And finally, I would tell you to up the accountability. Now, when I talk about accountability, I'm not talking about waiting till things break and assigning blame. That's not what I'm talking about. When I talk about accountability, what I'm talking about is giving your team everything they need to succeed. I'm talking about asking questions before things go south. I'm talking about following up before things they break. I'm talking about ensuring success from the start versus trying to clean up messes after the fact. So you gotta ask the right question. If things don't show up on time in the meeting, ask, well, what happened and how can we help you? Because otherwise, if people can blow deadlines and show up without the deliverables, and you're just gonna sit there and act like, okay, I guess that's the way it works, what's going to happen is it's going to look like favoritism, and other people will say, oh, well, if she didn't check up on that and didn't care, then I don't have to bring my stuff in on time. So you've got to actually hold people accountable, ask them to help, show up with their stuff, and make sure that they give you what they're supposed to give you when they're supposed to do it, and do it in a way that's positive and uplifting versus a way that's demoralizing and not uplifting. So Melanie, your gift card, your $25 gift card is on the way. Thank you for a great question. If you'd like to get your question answered on the leadership show that has no name, simply tweet at me at DMacArrington, hashtag Ask Dr. Dave, Ask Dr. Dave, and we'll answer your question right here on the show. Until next time, make today count.